help each other between musicians who want to try to make a better living from their music. So that's it for us. And Natasha, do you have anything to add?
No, I think you covered everything. I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited that Zoran accepted to do this with us. He's a colleague of mine, and I love playing in his band as well. And I'm really excited to find out how all this streaming will work.
Yeah, so Sören, we give it over to you, and good luck, and we're looking forward to it.
Great, thank you. So I will just mute you down. Maybe we can just keep that call for later. That when I finish the workshop, that you can just jump in again. So I
Yes.
will just jump over here to Streamlabs and go to the workshop to the workshop field. So welcome also from me. I will. So now you're. I will just close that one and open up later. So great. Oh, there's still that window. Awesome. So you will see them also. They will see you all the time when I'm sharing my screen. So be patient and be nice, guys. So just a few words to me. I'm Sören Vogelsang. I'm not a native English speaker, so if there's something you don't understand, or if my English is not good enough, or I will search for a word, please help me in the chat and just ask questions in the chat. I try to be as short as possible with that workshop, but also on the other hand side, I want to invite the most of you. I want to do this workshop for the most of you out there. So if you just want to stream once, or you just want to put your music out once, live streaming with maybe Instagram, this is totally okay. But if you planning in having like more streams, or maybe a weekly stream for your music or whatever, we will also cover that up. So from the total like streaming enthusiasts until the to the people that are not, that are just want to do just one stream. I will hopefully cover them all. And so I just built that little list over here. So we go through all these 5 points on the list. And after every point, I will just do a small break that you can ask questions if there is one. So we will first start with the streaming pages. Then we have the hardware you need, like your cell phone. I put in handy. There you see. Okay, that handy should be cell phone for sure. I was too German in my head when I did this list. So 3.2 is the video setup. 3.3 is the audio setup. So your microphones and stuff you can use. The fourth point will be the software. So we are talking about Streamlabs because I am streaming through Streamlabs at the moment. And then we will talk also about Streamlabs OBS, which is the hardware to stream. It's completely free, so you don't have to pay any of that software over there. You can use those programs. So yeah, hopefully everyone can get something out of this little workshop. Yeah, as I already said, I'm Sören Vogelsang. I'm a musician myself since nearly a decade now. I'm making music. I'm making professional music on stage. This is also where I met Natasha from Music Suit Up, and she asked me for this little workshop today. So thank you for that, Natasha. And yeah, I also am the founder of the music label Pretty Noise Records. It's a small singer-songwriter and folk music label. And yeah, I stream music since over a year now, weekly, on a weekly base. So I gathered a lot of information and a lot of stuff that I want to share today with you. And we will first start with the streaming pages. There are a lot of streaming pages out there, for example, Mixer or Periscope, or also Facebook, YouTube, Twitch and stuff. But I think there's only just a bunch of them are interesting for musicians. And this is Facebook, Instagram, which I count as one because it's nearly the same thing. Then we have YouTube. the big video platform, and then we have Twitch, which is coming more and more interesting for musicians over the past few years, because the group of musicians live streaming on Twitch is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and there is a reason for that, and I will tell you that at this point. So we will start, and I will share my screen with you because first I will show you how to stream with your setup, with your hardware that you already have, because I think every one of you owns something like this here. This is my cell phone, and when I just click on that and I open Instagram, so I hope you can see a little, and then you can just I will just switch my profile. I didn't check that before, I'm sorry. So, and now when you're in Instagram and you push the little plus down there, is it over there? No. I hate Instagram. So you go there and then the little plus, yes, and you go back. So there we go. And then you can share a video, and you will see that little thing, and you can scroll just to the side where you see going live. You just hit the button and you're live. So this is pretty easy. You can use the microphone of your cell phone and you're online with a music stream. Unfortunately, I mean, the cell phones are really, really good. At the moment, they have good microphones, they have okay cameras, so if you just want to stream out of the box, you can use a cell phone. That's totally okay, and you can start and make music. But if you have a band, if you're in a rock band, or you have like different instruments, and you're a little bit more loud, or you want to do your music like on a better bass, you shouldn't use the cell phone, because the sound compared to a really good setup, the sound is not so good, and also the picture will be not that good. So if you want to stream like more professional, or if you just want to level up your stream, you should go for one of the other streaming pages, which is at first, and now I'm switching back to my screen, which is at first Facebook. So I'm here on my Facebook page, and there you can see if you're if you on your Facebook page, if you have a page and you have followers, you can see like here where you can do a little text in there, and just above that you have that little live button, and if you hit that live button, there will open up a new page. And this takes a while. We just have to wait a little bit. And voila, there you can see this little page over here. And if you connect your camera now and your microphone, you're fine to go. So you can start just right on the page. But if you scroll down here a little, there you have a server URL, and you also have a stream key. And those two things, the server URL and the stream key, you will need for an external program, the Streamlabs OBS that I will come to later. You just need those two links, server URL and the streaming key, and then you can start your stream online and on your Facebook page with an external program on your Mac or on your Windows PC. And it's as easy as that for all the streaming platforms. So you always just have to have these two links, the server URL and the streaming key. Also here on YouTube, when I go here over there, I'm just on my dashboard here in my YouTube channel. And over here is the start live stream. So if I click on that, it will open up YouTube Studio, and you can just now stream Studio Classic. And this will be in the YouTube Studio, this will be integrated soon. Now you have that a little older page right now. And there you can see the chat. And yeah, also here, down here, you have again your server URL and your streaming key. So if you're using that in your streaming software, you can just start your stream on your YouTube channel. The same for Twitch. you will have you will go on your creator dashboard, and there, I don't know exactly where you find it here. Maybe over here in the streaming. No. Yeah, this is great. There is somewhere in here. It's pretty simple. I just don't find it at the moment. Maybe here. Yes, and here under security and privacy, you will find your server URL and your streaming key. And with those two things, you can start your stream. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, it doesn't matter. You just need the server URL and the streaming key, and you just put those two in your software, and then you can start your stream. One thing I want to mention at that point is the page restream.io, because with restream.io you can do what I'm doing exactly at the moment. I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Because I'm using restream.io, so I just put in here, I'm connecting my Twitch account, I'm connecting my YouTube account, and this page is just bringing my stream to all the different channels I want to stream to. It's a lot of the channels here you can use for free. There's no cost at all. But if you want to stream also to your Facebook page, you have to have the professional or the premium bundle. You can add that for, I think, $19 a month if you pay monthly. If you pay annually, it's a little bit cheaper. You can just look that up. But if you can stream with that Restream.io also at the same time to your Facebook profile, but not to your Facebook pages. This is a pay feature. Also, if you have an own web page with an own RTMP server, so a custom streaming server that you want to use, you also have to go for the premium service here in Restream. But if you just wanna stream to Twitch and YouTube and some other sites like Periscope or whatever, or your Facebook profile, all at the same time, you can use Restream.io totally for free. So this is just something to mention before. Now I will just jump in a little bit more in the hardware that we are going to use for the music stream, because I think this is, and I will go back to my workshop there. So we're jumping in the hardware now, because I guess this is something that's very, very interesting for you people out there. What can I do with my hardware I already own? What can I do with what hardware should I buy if I want to go to the next level? But so far for here, if you have any questions to the streaming services, the streaming pages you can use, please ask them now. I would just say something more about Twitch, because yes, you can use Facebook and you can use Instagram and you can use YouTube, but in my opinion, I think Twitch at the moment is the place to be. Also, if you want to stream music, it's not only a gaming platform, it's growing and growing and growing. And right at the moment, especially in the Corona crisis, we have a lot of musicians coming to Twitch and streaming their music. And it's a great community because you have so many features you can use. I think Twitch is the platform for streaming because you have a lot more interaction with your followers, with your viewers, because you have a bunch of tools right at your hand to interact with your fans and with your viewers, which is great. You don't have some of that on YouTube, and the most of that you won't have on Facebook, and especially not on Instagram. So I just read some questions. How about streaming platforms with a paywall? What are good options to monetize streams? We come to monetizing. We come to that later when we come to the software, because this is also something you will have on Twitch more easily than on the others. I just saw that Facebook started a tool which is called Facebook Stars, I guess, and you can yeah, you can just give the music streamer some money through that platform thing on Facebook, but I never used that, so I can't tell you anything about that. On YouTube and also on Twitch, the feature is really easy to handle. I will show that later when we're going to the slops, when we set up our music stream for the people with a video and audio, which you just see over here also. I will tell you how to implement your PayPal channel or a paywall. If you want to use a paywall on your webpage, for example, then you have to have an own RTMP server where you have where you can stream your music to. So you have to have a RTMP own server, and then you have to use, like, for example, Restream or some other tools to stream to this specific RTMP server, and you can hide that on your on your web page behind a paywall, and then people can. But I think there are many ways which are quite easier to use to monetize your stream. So I won't really recommend to add a paywall to your page and put behind that paywall put a video stream. I think this is way too complicated for the people, so you should just use like Twitch or YouTube, and you can use the programs with YouTube and Twitch already have. Like, they have paywalls integrated. If you are having a channel on YouTube, you can say like that this live stream I'm doing is only for pay members on YouTube, because you have like a pay membership on YouTube now at the moment. And you have the same thing on Twitch. You can say, now this stream is only for the people who subscribe, or this chat is only for the people who subscribe my channel. So I think this is a way more easier way to monetize your stream. So I will switch back to sharing my screen with you, because I'm talking a little bit about the hardware. So I hope you can still see me. Hi there. And I will switch back to my browser, because I already set up some pages where we can buy stuff. So as I said before, you take your cell phone, you take the microphone and the camera inside your cell phone, you start a stream on Instagram or Facebook on the apps, and you can just start with your cell phone, which is totally easy, but the sound and also the video quality won't be that good. And the most important thing, the interaction with your fans will not be very high, because the chat on Instagram, I think you can see just 4 or 5 lines of the chat before the lines of the chat already disappear. So there's not much interaction with your fans, and this is why the people are going to your channels, because they want to interact with you, they want to ask you questions, they want to type you something and you read it out loud or whatever. They don't want to just have the music. So I will now talk about some microphones that I'm using myself, and some other microphones that you can just buy for just buy from any site you choose to take your stream on the next level. I am using like that little box down there. This is my Focusrite. As you can see, when I'm speaking, you will see the little blue lights. And if they are going to be red, I will know that I'm too loud. So this is my audio interface. It's called Focusrite 2i2, and this is the Scarlett 2i2. And this is just that little thing over here. I will open that up. And there you see I have a one line in and XLR in for my microphone and one for my guitar. And this is basically it. So this little thing in here has very nice oh, I don't know the word in English. Wait, let me think about that. Mikrofonvorverstärker is the German word. I really don't know the English word. It's like a preamp for the microphone, maybe. I think that's it. It has really nice preamps inside, where you can hear my voice is pretty clear. And I really recommend that thing. You have like hundreds of these things, you have some from Steinberg, you have them from Mackie, you have a lot of different things. I will recommend this Focusrite Scarlett for you because I think I used the Steinberg before, the Steinberg BR22, I guess is the name. I used that before and I was totally overwhelmed by the Focusrite because I don't need more than 2 instruments, like 1 microphone and 1 instrument. If you have a bigger band and you have to use like a bigger audio interface, sure, it won't stop at 150 euro there. You can go up to 800, 900 something euro, like whatever you imagine. There's no gap, you know. You can go up with that for everything you want to have a bigger and better audio interface. But if you are on a budget, and if you're on a budget and you nevertheless want to have a really good sound, I will recommend this little thing here to you because I think it does a great job. And you can also just perfectly insert electric guitar and then just put the channel on instrument and use some VLC instruments over your Cubase or Logic or whatever you are using. It's working on a Mac, it's working on a PC. So yeah, this little thing is the thing I will recommend for you guys. There's also, you can buy this in a special bundle if you need headphones and a good microphone. This is actually I am using the NT1A from Rode, which is an Australian brand, I guess. And this is one of the streaming microphones. So this is nearly the same than the NT1A. It's nearly the same thing. It does nearly the same job. You really can't hear a very big difference between those 2 mics. So if you need a good mic and you already get a cable with that and your headphones and your audio interface and you get that for 250 bucks, which I think is a pretty fair price. Then you have like your setup and you can plug in your guitar and you're good to go. And you will have brilliant sound for your guitar and also for your voice. So this is something you might think about it. And as I said before, this is my microphone. And as you can see, it's 190 euros over here. And when I go back, and you have 160 for the audio interface and 190 for the microphone. And this bundle is already at 250, so it's nearly unbeatable if you want to have something really pricey. And on the other hand side, you want to have really, really good quality. You can just look up videos or recommendations in the internet. I won't say go for that. I just say this is my recommendation for you because I think they are doing a great job and they are quite, yeah, if you're on a budget, they're quite cheap. So I will recommend you that. And sure, this is the audio side. As I said before, if you want to have a better quality, you can buy the Shure microphone SM7B, which is also a lot of music streamers are using that microphone. But here you already see that only that microphone without any audio interface you have to stream. It's 380 euros. So there is no gap. Again, if you want to have a better things, if you want to have a better microphone, a better audio interface, you can go for a Neumann with gold capsule and stuff inside, where just the microphone is 2,400 euros. If you have the money for that, go for it. But I will just say that the setup I'm telling you here, the Focusrite Scarlett setup, is pretty good for the most of the streamers out there. So I'm coming back to Streamlabs for a second and going to that workshop page because we just had the video hardware over here. Oh, and I totally forgot to say something for the cell phone hardware, because there is something you can do for filming yourself with your cell phone but have a really good sound. If you're streaming a lot outside, or if you're in a park and you want to stream some music and don't have all the surround information, the surround sounds that you have, you should have a microphone that is like spotting right to the target you want to film, you want to hear the sound of. So there's also a little trick I will tell you. And this is, I'm on Amazon now. I can't do that bigger, or maybe I can. Yes, I can do that a little bigger for you. So this here is the Rode VideoMic Me I have the oh, that's on my camera, just in my living room. I can show maybe later. There's another microphone which is nearly the same. It's called Rode Video Mic Video Micro, and this is the Video Mic Me. There, with this little thing, it costs $50. You can stick that right to your iPhone or right to your Android phone. There you can see it has that little thing down there that you can just plug it in and point the microphone to the musician you wanna have the music of. And this microphone is doing a way better job than the internal microphone of your cell phone, because the internal microphone is not directing to something. If you have the internal microphone of your cell phone and you're outside, it will record all the sounds of the surroundings. So you will have the birds, you will have the street, you will have people walking by and everything. If you really want to focus on the sound of your band or on you, then you should have something like that. That's a $50, and if you're just streaming like from time to time, this is the thing to have. It's great for streamers, not only for music, but if you're doing like some vlogs or something like that, and you hold your cell phone right in front of your face, this is the thing to have. If you're using a professional camera, like for example a big mirror reflection camera or a big system camera, I just want to get mine from my living room to show you that. If you have something like this, I will just switch back to the workshop here. So if you have something like that here, and there you can already see, you can also stream with this, but it's a lot more difficult. It's a lot more complicated because you will need a USB interface to change this video signal from your camera to a video signal that your PC can read, and you can directly stream it. So you will need an extra additional something, a little USB thing from Elgato Streaming Stick, I think is the name. You will have to look that up. Some cameras can provide a live picture, but if you really want to stream, then you can use your camera, which it's no problem at all. But if you're really going for more live streams than just one or two, you should buy a good webcam, because streaming, those devices, those cameras are not built for live streaming, and they're not built for recording like video over some hours. So your sensor will get a little, you will overdo your sensor a little bit. So I won't recommend streaming with a mirror reflection or system camera. You should use a normal webcam for that. But if you own a camera like that, this is the same thing I just showed you for the Video Mic Me for the cell phone. You can use that also for your cell phone, but you have to have a special cable. It won't work with the cable coming with the microphone. So I can't just plug in that on my cell phone and start streaming, because I will need, there you can see, maybe you can see that this has like the two stripes on this input here, and you have to have 3 stripes, because that's a special thing for the microphone, that the microphone can do can be plugged in by your phone, because this is just a stereo signal, and your input in your cell phone is a little bit different. So you saw that before, and I will show that to you again on the on my screen. There you see, this has the 3 stripes over there, 1, 2, 3 there, and this is compatible. If you want to use that microphone I just showed you, the Video Micro, then you have to have a special cable for that. So yeah, complicated, but it will work. So I will just I will just stay here and go to the next point, because I already said though, if you want to stream, you need a webcam, and I will just recommend that webcam for you, because it has 1080, it has a really good lens, and also a pretty good sound. If you just wanna stream just some streams, or you're not that ambitious with your sound, you can use that webcam. That will be totally okay. But if you really want to stream like more, if you want to have like a weekly or a monthly stream with your music, I totally recommend when you have that camera or like a slightly different one. I don't mind which camera, but I will just, and it's not €200. It's just because of the crisis at the moment that the prices for the webcams are like skyly up. So they are very, very high at the moment. Normally this webcam I think costs $70 or something like that. So it's not that expensive. It's not €200, so don't worry. And this, I guess, is a pretty good start for a stream, but you should directly with your webcam, you should buy light. Maybe you have some light at home, or you already have like little LED somethings that you can use for your stream. I just buy that one, and I paid like I think $35 for that ring thing. I always thought that it's totally overpowered, and that I really wouldn't need that much light, and because I thought like, yeah. I do have a good webcam, so what do I have the good light for? I will just show you what happens when I switch the light off. And it's day, it's sun outside. I have a window right next to me, yeah? So just imagine if the day is not so sunny as today. I will just switch it off and show you what will happen. That's the picture you get. It's not bad because I have a pretty good camera, but this is comparing to the picture we just had. When I just switched this little light for $30, when I just switched this little light on, you will have that. And this is just, it's a pretty big difference, I think. So if you're going for a good webcam, you just definitely should go for a good light at the same time. So I will stop that hardware talk at this point. If you have any questions about any hardware, maybe like video hardware, audio hardware, or whatever, please, now is the time to ask some questions of the hardware. So I will just read also a little bit in the chat now, so we take a little break in here. Mic preamp, okay. Can you stream for free to the users there? You on stream if they have to pay to subscribe? No, it's totally up to you. If you want to stream only for the people that subscribe, you can do so. But if you want to stream for free for everyone, you can also do so. And I totally suggest that you should do that, because there are a lot of people, just especially on Twitch, they're used to give some donations for the people streaming. So I will come back to that. I really recommend you, even if you have like no touch points in your past with Twitch at all, you should really give you should give it a try, because Twitch is the platform to stream, and the people on Twitch are they are used to subscribe the people streaming, and they're used to donate the people that are streaming. And also some really cool thing that you have on Twitch that you don't have on YouTube, the community is awesome. And you have, like, for example, you have the feature on Twitch when you end your stream, with all the people in your room, with all the people watching you at the moment, you can you can get all those people together and go to another stream that you like, or another streamer. And I had some, totally out of a sudden, I had some that's called I just missed the word at the moment. Not rush, raid. It's a raid. So you can raid people, and I had like totally random raids from people I never saw before. They just saw me music streaming. They saw I'm a German guy streaming music, so they just raided me with like 60 people out of nowhere. And out of a sudden, I had like 80, 90 people in my channel listening to my music, which is awesome. So yeah, with Twitch on your side, you can really gather new fans and yeah, get your music out there. So I really recommend to use Twitch for streaming, also for music streaming. So Rode has an amazing quality for the money. Yeah, that's totally right. I would always go for Rode microphones. The quality of that little thing over here, that NT1A, is awesome. I record everything with that. Also for some CDs, I recorded some stuff with that little microphone over there, which is just $150. So I think that's really, really good price for something which is good as that little thing over there. If you'll do a stream to pay for it, the advertising has to be done an extra early enough before the stream will air. The advertising has to be done in extra early enough before the stream will air. I don't understand your question, DD2 Mike. I don't get the question you have with that. What is your experience with building a community in English versus in German? Do you mix it sometimes? That's a pretty good question. I will put that one in the end. No, I will just answer that now because it just came up now. No, I'm not mixing. I'm mixing when I see there are English people in my channel, I switch to English just some time to say hello to them, to welcome them in the channel and maybe describe one or two things. But normally I'm streaming in German, and I would suggest that you should always stream in your in your mother's language, because you're used to speak in that language. You can switch your channel to English because you think, oh, maybe there are a lot more people coming to my music, and there are a lot more people outside speaking English than German. That's true, but also you have a lot of other people streaming in English. You have like hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people streaming in English, and you don't have that much people streaming in German. Sure, you have a bigger crowd in English that can understand English, no question, but you will also have a lot more competition when you're streaming in English. So I will always do my stream in German, as you can see here right now. Not. Niklas wrote, in general, his streams are German. Yeah, okay, he already answered that. Differences between C922 and C930E. C930E. I will just have to look it up. This is a really, really, a really inside question. I don't really know. I don't know that webcam. I think if you really like have very specific questions like that, you should just Google or look some YouTube videos. I'm not a professional in I don't know 15 cameras and can tell you this is the best one. I'm just very, very comfortable with my C922 from Logitech, and this is why I recommend it, because I didn't had any problems so far. So this is a really specific question though. Which model was the light? I don't have a clue. I just looked up ring light on Amazon, and I will have to look it up. If I want to answer your question right now, I would have to look it up in Amazon, which I've chosen that time, because I totally don't remember. It was just cheap at the moment. It was 32 or 30 bucks, something around that, or 35 maybe, and that's it. So just search for light and you will be fine with that. The upcoming Storm music. What do you think of using a GoPro cam for streaming? It's the same as using a system camera. You can do that. If the GoPro has a feature to get this live video live inside your PC over a USB connection or whatever, and if it's the only camera you have, go for it. I really don't like the fisheye objective of the GoPros, because you will have a lot of your space around, a lot of room, and a very little you inside of your picture. You will have to zoom in or something, so I wouldn't do that. And again, those cameras are not for streaming for hours. The sensor of those cameras will not break, but it will be used a lot more than it would be normally. So if you're shooting GoPro videos, they are 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour, and every, I don't know, every week once or twice. But if you're using that for streaming and you're streaming like for 3, 4, 5 hours, the sensor's not made for that. So I wouldn't recommend you using something like that for streaming. I really would recommend to use a webcam because they are built for that. Jeremy wrote, hi, I would like to stream sounds coming from Ableton and live guitar microphone at the same time. Is this possible? Yeah, it's totally possible to stream your UDAW or the program you are using, like Logic or Ableton or Cubase. That doesn't matter at all. You can go for that programs and have an output channel for this program and put it inside the streaming software, like for example Slops or the normal OBS. We will come to that later, so I will answer that later a little bit. It was not a real question. Oh, okay. So I think there are no more questions at that time. So the C920 or C922? I can answer that, Schrektakulär. I would always go for the C922 because it has some features the C920 doesn't have. And it has the 60p feature, which the C920 doesn't have. So I would always go for the 922 because it's not that much more expensive. It's like $10 or 20 bucks maximum. But it is the better camera, so this I can answer. Okay, I think we now will go to the next point, which is software. And I will have a little... Oh, we are nearly at 1 hour now. So this will be the last point before we come to the questions. And this is also a quite big point because the software is really the thing that you will use if you're streaming more often. So there are some other questions now. Okay. It's always about the cameras now, so I won't answer that anymore because just look up some YouTube videos, some comparison videos. If you thinking about 2 or 3 cameras that that's in your circle. If I go for that, depends on what you want. So just look some comparison videos on that and go for one of those cameras. I think you will be good with each one of them. So we will come to the software, and then I will share my screen again, because you really should register on Streamlabs. There are other pages, like for example Stream Elements, that does basically the same, but I will just switch back to my screen and show you Streamlabs. This is Streamlabs. I will just log out that you can see the page, which is what it is looking when you're not already registered. This is the Streamlabs page. Streamlabs does the following. You connect your streaming channel, like for example Facebook or Mixer or YouTube or Twitch or Periscope or whatever you're using. I think there are 2 more that are supported from Streamlabs, but with all the big streaming channels, like for example YouTube, Twitch or Facebook, you will have integrated into Streamlabs, and you can connect your audience, the interaction with your audience over the Streamlabs page with your channel you are using. Doesn't matter if it's Facebook, YouTube or Twitch or whatever you are using. And you also, with Streamlabs, you have a special OBS version. The OBS is the streaming software that I think like 90% of the people are using, because it's a free software that you can use, a free external software that you can use for streaming on one of these pages. And Streamlabs did an own version of this software because it's a free to use software. It's an open what is it called, like open code, like Linux is, like I'm just missing the word, open code, I think it is. I'm not sure at the moment. What is it called? You know that. I know that you know that. So it's an open source. Sorry, my brain today. It's an open source software, and the OBS one. And Streamlabs did an own version of this OBS, which is a lot more comfortable than the normal OBS version. And I will show you why. So register at Streamlabs if you don't have yet, because this is the thing to connect your audience with your chat. And with Streamlabs, you can really, really, really easy integrate like the feature we had before, like monetize your stream, like get monetized through Bitcoin, through PayPal, through whatever, through credit card, whatever you want to use. Implementing that with Streamlabs is a lot more easy than just doing it yourself all the way down. And you can integrate animated stickers, you can integrate animations when someone's subscribing, when someone's following you, may it be on Facebook, may it be on YouTube, may it be on Twitch. I use all that at the same time, and I can just tell you that Streamlabs is the thing to use. It's so easy, and I will just jump in that software later and show you what I mean. But now we just going to log in, and I will just log in with, here you see you can log in with Twitch, with YouTube, or with Facebook, with Mixer, Periscope, and some other stuff. And you have like here I have the analytics, my last streams I did. So here you see the average viewers and the peak viewers I had, the follows I gathered out of that. Like here my little I have a weekly music tavern that I'm doing, like on the latest thing I did on the 16th. It's not that long ago, like a week ago. I had like 140 peak viewers. I had 67 people like average. I had 86 new followers. So this is why I said before you should use Twitch, because there are a lot of people on Twitch are just clicking through the channels. They say, oh, I just want to watch music now, and they click through the music channels. You have a very, very good rate of people just zapping through the channels on Twitch. So you have a very good chance to gather new fans with Twitch. So I said you really should go for Twitch if you want to stream more often. And 28 subscriptions. The subscribers are people I'm already the next level. I'm not a standard user on Twitch. I'm the affiliate, which means that the people can support your channel, which is quite easy to get to. So don't be afraid of that you don't have it from the first moment on. You will get like you will still get monetized through PayPal and stuff, but here the subscriptions are, people can subscribe your channel and then they don't see any commercials on your channel, and they pay like €5 a month and you get half of it and Twitch takes the other half. So you get $2.50 for a month from one user. And here you see like 28 people just subscribe my channel. And now here, which is the most exciting thing in Streamlabs, is the alert box and the widgets. So you have like, I can just show you what it's like, and I will just share my screen again. Here you just see now my my setup that I'm using at the moment. You see now this is what it looks like. Streamlabs is looking for me at the moment. And when I will just show you, this is my normal live scene. So there you can see the viewers on down there. I have a little song list where you can wish for songs and the songs pop up in that little window. There I have this little guitar thing animation when someone's subscribing or they are throwing like money in my hat or something in my PayPal or whatever. There's a little animation for that. And you see all that thing is heading like how many people are subscribing at the moment, how many people are following my channel, the biggest donation, donation ticker, and whatever. And all of those features I'm using here. I will show you in a second how you do that. It's super, super easy to set up a thing like this I have here. It's really, really easy. And like what I just said, when people are interacting with your channel, when they are following, when they are subscribing, when they are putting money in your PayPal, whatever. If you're using Streamlabs and you connect Twitch and Streamlabs or YouTube and Streamlabs, whatever, you can do a little animation. Like for example, when someone's following on my normal channel, you will see this. Down here, the little egg, which says new bird, and that little text, and you can adjust all of that. I have there the little list which always shows up when something's happening. I can like when someone's donating, it will look like that. You always see the last things that happened, and the animation down here, the animation up there when someone's falling inside. This is just the thing I am using at the moment, and I just will show you in a second how we can set up this thing. So you do, you register at Streamlabs, and you will connect, and you register at YouTube or Twitch or Facebook if you haven't so far, and then you just connect your channels. And I am logged in at the same time in Streamlabs. I'm logged in with YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, and Mixer. And when I'm up here, I can now switch which one I want to adjust. So I just want to adjust, for example, I just want to adjust YouTube now. Now I just switched to YouTube, and when I'm now altering like donations or subscribers or members for YouTube, like members, you can just see here, like this is the text that will show up. This is the text animation. This is the GIF I'm using when someone's subscribing my channel on YouTube. There you have a sound that it's coming up when someone's subscribing my channel. Here you can adjust the sound volume. You can choose the time, the alert duration, like for how many seconds will that be on your screen, and so on and so on and so on. It's another workshop to really go into Streamlabs OBS to really show you how this this thing by thing is working. But as you can see here, you can really do a lot, and this is just the alert box. So just something that will happen when someone is going to your channel. I will go just switch back to Twitch because I want to show you something. So as I said before, this Streamlab thing also is completely free. If you want to use one of those things over here, like one of already, like really nice themes to use, you will have to pay, but you don't have to. You can do this all on your own. And I will just show you some things. So I will just switch my, where is that? Manage themes. And I will just switch to the default theme right now. And you can see default is now active, and the Vogelnest I was using before is now inactive. So when I just go back to Streamlabs OBS and I just reload that scene, there you can see my guitar case is gone. That thing is in green over there, and that number is only Twitch, and it's a red number you barely can read. And if I'm doing a following right now, you just see that little zombie animation down there and a total default thing showing up. And as you just see before, you can totally adjust all those things like for your own purpose. If you're like, I just gave my channel the name Vogelnest, which means bird's nest, because my last name is Vogelsang, bird singing. So I did the little bird's nest, and all the animations are like little birds flying through that thing. You can do this totally for you. You can adjust every little thing for this setup here, and the interaction with your fans will be on a total different level, because every time they're doing something, like if someone's following you, if someone's putting money in your hat, in your basking hat, in your PayPal, whatever, everything's animated, and the people are so much more into things that they really can see when something happens, when they are doing something. Like if I switch back to my workshop place here, and I will write whoop whoop, and there you can see like the chats coming up on screen. Sure, the chat is also at the side of the screen for everyone, but this is like so much more interactive, and all the people like from the other, thanks Powderhouse. So if people are writing something, you will always see that on screen, and this is nice for the people. And it will animate the people to interact with your channel, which is really the thing to that you want to have when you're streaming. So you should go for Streamlabs. And I will go back to Streamlabs one more second and show you all widgets, because those are all the things you can easily put inside of your stream. This is the alert box we've just seen. That little animation thing, the text thing when someone's following or interacting with your stream. This is the chat box, which you can also just adjust here, like how the chat will look like. You can just adjust here in the chat box, which is totally easy. The event list you just saw, like the last 4 events. I could show also the last 10 events and like doing it permanently on screen with totally different colors, or like you can see here, like something like that. That you can really adjust every little detail with Streamlabs that you want to have on your screen while you're streaming. You can set up a donation goal, like for example, I want to buy a new camera, like that camera I'm just using right here. I set my first goal was 100 euro. I set it up for like 60 days or something like that. I put this on the top of my screen and I said, I just want to buy that new camera and I have to have 100 euros for that. So please, if you're donating something, the people can just see that they can see a percentage and a little bar that fills up when people are donating your stream, and then it reaches 100% and you will have your camera. So this is super nice. Or like you can have an emote wall, like when someone's writing emote icons in the chat that will appear on screen. You will have the little ticker we had before, like where is it? The tip ticker. When someone's tipping you, when someone's donating your, you will have the little ticker that shows the last 5, the last 3, the last people that donated for your stream. All of those little things you can use with just one click in Streamlabs. And for that, now we finally come to that, you have to download Streamlabs OBS, and it will look something like that. And the great thing here is, like here for example, I will have to share my screen again. So here on that side, you can see everything that happened just recently. Like someone's following, someone's donating money, someone is subscribing your channel, someone put bits in your head, which is another currency on Twitch, and so on and so on and so on. Everything that happens you will see here, and they are lighting up. And if you saw them, you can just click them away and know, you said welcome to those people or whatever. Here I have my live screen. So this is what I'm showing you right now. This is what you are streaming right now. These are my scenes, and we will come to that now pretty soon, because this is the most important thing. You can set up scenes and then just switch through those when you're streaming some other things. Here you have your audio mixer. You can see my microphone, and I could open this here up. This is my desktop, and if I do now the follow thing, you don't hear anything because I switched the theme I'm using. But here I could just open Spotify, for example, or if I have the Zoom with Natasha and Jill before, you see here I have my screen and my cam. So you can see my screen and my cam. And here you have all the sources you're using. So if I'm clicking that cam away, my camera is gone. And I can click and you will have that here again. And now I can just take it and put it larger, or making it less large, or putting it around the screen. Just doing, here I set up my whole screen that I want to share with you, and I can see it directly live while I'm doing this. I can, like, for example, I'm just here, the build stream. So you will have like your camera on 100% like I have here. And now we just add something to the channel. Let's say we just want to see the amount of people watching our channel at the moment. So I will switch back to that, and I will make that a little bit bigger in here, that you can still see. Damn it. And here you can still see the sources. So I'm just adding sources. And because this software is directly connected to your Streamlabs, you have all your widgets inside here. You don't have to set up a browser something and get the URL and put it inside a browser window and adjust the browser window to your needs. I will have like, for example, that I just, the people, the Zuschaueranzahl, I have this in German right now, but you can also use it in English, it's no problem. The amount of people watching, so the viewers, I guess it's in English, they can see this is a preview, and now I just add the source, and I just add a new source like viewers Twitch. So I will add this source, and now I can adjust. I can hear YouTube, Mixer, or just Twitch. I'm only using the Twitch people, and here I can do it like I want to have it in blue, for example, like a nice little light blue, or the lilac, the pink that Twitch is using. So we have the Twitch color in here, so I can use it like that. I can adjust the font if I want to do something else here. Like let's take that, and the font size like 54. So I hit on OK, and now I have this little window, and I can just size it and doing it wherever I want on the screen. I can do it like, for example, like over here. Totally doesn't matter. And you can do this with every source you can find. And because this is already connected to your Streamlabs account, you only have to hit like the little plus over here, and this window will show up. I'll do it like that you can see it better. And here you'll have like the standard ones that you can add a picture, you can add a browser source, you can add a game, you can add add audio, you can add normal text, you can have a media source like your camera or whatever. You can use whatever you want. And here on this side you have all the widgets. Like for example, we do now what do? We do a subscribing. No, we do a wait. A following goal. So we will set up the following goal, and I will add this follower goal, add this, and I come again here. I see a little preview on how this looks. So I can adjust that. I can say, okay, I do want to have like, I can set this up in Streamlabs. So I do want to have like 500 followers on my channel, and now I can just adjust, like the bar should be red, and yeah, as before, you can choose like everything you want to, everything you can adjust, like the size of the bar. Like let's do it really thick, really nice, great. So, and you can adjust all that, and then you just hit ready, and you have this little bar, and you can put it wherever you want on your screen and say, okay, I want to have 500 followers, and I will work for that now. So every time people are watching your channel, you say, hey, down there, this is my follower goal, so please let's do this follow thing. I want to reach 500 people, and I will go like, now I didn't set any time or that, or you can say like, in the next 60 days I want to have 100 followers or whatever you want to add. It's so much easier with Streamlabs. And back on the web page on Streamlabs, I will go back to the web page, because here you have the settings. And here, as you can see, you can set up your PayPal, your credit card, your Unit Pay, your Skrill. Skrill is like for normal bank accounts. You can set up whatever you want, and you will get a page. You will get an own URL for your page, and you can set it up on your Twitch page. And when I go to that, you will see this is how it looks like. You will see if you can use it also with a live view over here. You can have the chat on this side. You can also adjust this page as you want. And I type in now, I'm Natasha, and I want to give Sören, like for example, 10 euros. And now I'm using 10 euros. I put in a message, and this is how they can see how this will look like in the stream. And when they just send it, I can choose between PayPal, credit card, or PaySafe card, like Skrill, like with a normal bank account, and you can pay with PayPal, and that's it. And the people can donate you. This is so easy to set up. Streamlabs doesn't get any money from that. They don't take money for that. You will have that page only for you. The only money that goes away, like for example from PayPal, is the currencies that PayPal, the taxes, kind of taxes that PayPal, like the I don't know the word for that. PayPal takes some amount of the money that comes into for a Gebühr. I don't know the word. I'm sorry. A little transaction fee. I guess that's the word. They take a little transaction fee, and but Streamlabs itself won't take any money if people are throwing, if people are donating you. So this is like, you can set this up really easy. You can also set up a little merch channel with Spreadshirt and whatever, and sell merch right through Streamlabs and through Twitch. This is so unbelievable easy to set up your screen like the way you want it. As I said before, if I really would dive in and tell you everything, like how you adjust the little glass, the thing you saw with my guitar case over there, and this will take too long for this workshop. So there will be a second workshop with handles just this here, just the slops. But here you can see, like on this side, you can see the chat. And one thing which is totally amazing, which I haven't put out at all, you can adjust the whole the whole screen for your Streamlabs OBS. You can really do it like how you want to see it. If you like, here you have the mini feed that I said, like all the recent things that happened. Here you have the editor display, which is the stream running right now. Here you have the scene choice. Here's the audio mixer. Here's the source choice and everything like that. You can also add a website, whatever. Like, and here you can just do it like whatever you want. I just change it, and here you can see now everything looks different. You can really adjust the desktop on Streamlabs OBS how you want it and the way you need it. Normally, I have it like that. I have the mini feed over there, legacy over there, audio over there, and here the sources and the scenes. So I will save that. And also you can adjust like this. You can adjust this pretty easy. You can also just kill the chat if you don't want it. If you have a second screen or whatever, you can do it on the second screen. You can really adjust anything you want, anything you can imagine, you can adjust in here, which is super easy to use. So I just can recommend use Streamlabs and use the Streamlabs OBS, because it's a really powerful tool. It will give you everything on hand that you will have to need for starting your stream. And with all the things you can adjust, you will be days in there, and you will like it. Believe me, you will like it to just adjust your stream the way you just want it. It's so satisfying to see when something's coming up and your stream looks like different than all the others. And you just have to dive into Streamlabs, and you have to dive into Streamlabs OBS. This is the platform you're using. And by the way, when you go here on that little Zahnrad, I don't know the English word, that little thingy, then you have, I'm in stream now, so it won't show up. But here you can go just in stream, and here is the place where you put in your URL, your stream URL, your RTMP, I said before in the beginning of the workshop, and your streaming key, and then you can just start streaming with this little thing over here. So, you lovely people, I will just go back and as I said before, one last thing to say. My scenes, I can show this to you. I really can't show this but I have, like, for example, I will show you my start card, then I will show you the live scene, and then I will go back to screen and camera. So these are all scenes I added. And for each setting I have, like for starting the stream, for having a little pause, for showing my screen to the people, for for having a game online. If I play games, if I'm not, I do also play games online and not just stream my music. For all these different things, I have solo scenes. So if I go to my start card, you will see this here. This is my start card I'm using. Like, it shows the song I'm playing right now on Spotify or YouTube or wherever. This is my live scene you have seen before. It's now a little bit different because I'm still in the default thing. I'm still not using my my setup that I'm using normally. For example, this is just the camera. I have a scene for just having the camera with the chat and the people watching. And if I go back to my screen and my cam, this is this over here. I just click through those scenes and you can set up as much scenes as you would like, as much scenes as you need. For example, if I have my credits, this is the thing. This is my last page when my stream is ending, and then I just start the thing that is called credits. I just started that, you can see it, roll credits, and then there will rolling credits through here. Now you can't read it because it's the default thing. It will show you new followers, new subscribers, people who showed who seen your stream today and something like that. You can adjust all of that just to show you how powerful those scenes are that you can use. So this is it. There will be maybe there will be another workshop for just using Streamlabs OBS, because it's a workshop on its own to just really dive into all those things that this brilliant tool can handle, which is quite a lot. I will just say go for it and just use it as you like it and just dive into that and give it a try. So I hope you enjoyed this workshop. If there are any more questions, please, now is the time to ask them. And I will just go back into my normal setup. So I will switch back Streamlabs, manage themes, and I will go back to my Vogelnest. So now it's always like before. Perfect. If there are any more questions, please ask them now. Oh, by the way, one trick 17 I haven't described so far. As I showed you before, you can grab every source, like a text or your webcam or the numbers over there, and you can drag and drop them like I do right now. I drag them around the screen and put it where else I want. I can resize it and stuff. And if you use your shift or your steering or your alt keys, I can do this, for example. This was not so smart. I just grabbed the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I will have to do that again. Damn it! I would just grab this here. And if I'm using, for example, the Alt key, I can just cut it. So I can cut my, if I'm using my my camera, for example, and I just want to have my head, I can just do it. I hold down the Alt key, and instead of moving, I'm cutting it. So I can do this and this. Come on, damn it. This is not working great. Now it worked. And I just stopped. So, and I can just put my camera here and just put in a new source if I want to, and have the browser over there, the browser over there, and my camera over here. So you can do whatever you want, and with those little keys, like the Alt key and the steering key, the command key, I'm sorry, you can just cut, resize, or also morph everything. So I will just kill that. Is the workshop stored that you can watch it again? Yes, it will be stored on my YouTube channel. So youtube.com/Sören Vogelsang, just my name. I will put the links to Natasha and Gills, and they will send you an email with that, or you can just use this one over here, youtube.com/my name. So, and now I will put in the links again that Gills just sent me. If you like the workshop and you want to have more workshops like that, you should just sign up for Music Suit Up and go on their channel. So this is the mailing list you can enter, and over here you have the Facebook group Gills just mentioned before. So go into the Music Suit Up Facebook group if you want to have more information, if you want to have more workshops, and yeah, join them. So, any more questions? Will there be a script for today? No, there won't be a script. This video will stay online, and you just, if you wanna, you see the points over there, and you can just skip through whatever point you wanna have. There will be no script for today. Will it stay on YouTube? Yeah, I already answered that. Besides donation, how can I monetize on Twitch? As I said before, 1000 Man, you can monetize on Twitch with the subscriptions. You have some small, really small goals that you have to that you have to reach. And with that goals, you can put up your channel on affiliate, and then the people can subscribe to your channel. This is another method to get money through Twitch. And if you have like you can always like think out of the box, and maybe there is a web page, or you know some people that and you have a big fan base with your band, and you have a company that will like pay you for every time you mention their energy drink or whatever. You can have a little banner in your screen. Just think out of the box how you can monetize your stream. It's possible with just the donations you have. It's possible with the subscriptions you have. On YouTube, the same. You have the super chat, which is the same as the subscriptions, the same as the donations on Twitch. And you have like the membership on YouTube, which is the same than the subscriptions on Twitch. So you will also have it on the other channels. Yeah, they can use it. And this is it, I guess. Think out of the box. Think about everything where you can get money out of it. So go for it. Thanks for all the info. Perfect. Thank you for watching. I will give back now to the lovely people of Music Suit Up. So I will switch back to my screen and open Zoom again for you. And sure, I will have to unmute. Ah yeah, I already did that. I unmuted my desktop, so I hope you can hear them again. And I will go back into Zoom, which is not opening. Great. Wait a second. It's over here. I have to open it over there. Yes. Perfect. So I will give back to Gills and Natasha.
Thank you very much. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. I hope the folks can also, but they will hear you, I guess.
Thank you very much, Sören. It was very, very interesting, very insightful, lots of useful tips, and I've learned a lot more about you, Natasha.
Yeah, definitely. Really, really cool. Thank you.
So like, yeah, that's really like, thank you very much. Thank you so much. And that's really nice. The video on your YouTube channel and Twitch channel after, you really convinced me that we should, as a musician, we should try Twitch. So and Streamlabs as well. So,
yes, go to Streamlabs, go to Twitch, and you won't regret it. If you wanna stream more often than just 1 or 2 times a year, you won't regret it. Twitch has a great community. I also was at a Twitch convention, which was awesome. I met so many really cool musicians and people, and the community is so together because you can rate each other. This is so nice. You don't have that on YouTube. You don't have that on Facebook. This is, yeah, that brings the community together so much. This is so cool.
How often do you stream per, like, let's say per month, and how long usually?
I stream once a week, every Thursday at 8 o'clock. I stream music for like about 2-3 hours, something like that. And in between, I'm streaming like gaming, or if I feel like, hey, I'm on a Sunday now, I don't have anything to do. I want to do some music now. I want to just school myself and go through some songs. I normally put it on the channel and just go live, and the people enjoy it.
And when you when you stream 2-3 hours, like, do you like renew your repertoire every time, or do you like, is it fine to play the same songs when you have to play 2-3 hours?
Yeah, it's totally fine. There's no problem in that. I'm also covering some songs, so I'm covering like I play traditional music, or I'm covering some songs or stuff like that. And I have a song list. I implemented that. This is also another tutorial. I implemented a song list, and the people can choose some songs, and I do have around 190 songs on it so far, which is a lot. But you don't have to start with 190 songs. You can start with 10, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. The thing is, you should just start. A music friend of mine has just like 11 or 12 songs, which is totally fine. Go for it.
That's great to hear. Thank you for the tip. Natasha, do you have any questions?
No, I didn't have any questions. I just wanted to maybe say that along with that time, I mean, I suppose it's not 2 hours or 3 hours of playing music. I mean, I saw how quickly the time flew by just from the interaction with the people in the chat, and
Yes, totally.
how things can happen on the chat with the your community talking to each other, or you talking to the community and the community speaking to you. And so I feel like it's a really cool form. Especially in these times.
Wait one second, I will put my camera on this side because you're really
I'm small.
So this is better.
No, I feel like especially now that we've not really had so many chances to go out and interact with our audiences, this is a really attractive option to at least connect with them in a really honest and natural way.
Totally, and it's also
keep them on stage again.
Totally, and you're more connected. Sometimes you're more connected to your audience on Twitch than you are live, because you don't have like time after the gig. You don't have time for 2 hours to just talk to them. You know, you have to pack in your stuff. You have to talk to the people from the stage and from the club you're playing and stuff like that. So it's really nice to also like form a community out of your fans, and the fans get to know each other inside of those chats, and they're chatting with each other totally besides from you, which is also great. So you will have a better community and better fans interaction when you're using Twitch. It's just like that.
Then maybe one very last question. I mean, because you've been doing this for a while, did you notice that fans from Twitch or people who had been watching your streams a lot did end up coming to some of your live gigs, or asking when you were going to come to their town, or